Alrighty, scholars, welcome back to Mr. Brandon's writing lesson. So excited everybody made it on here today. We have an exciting day today learning about writing, and I'm excited that we are going to get Okay, guys, so we have our tools and we're ready to get started with our writing lesson today. So, guys, we have our pencil and our paper, and today we are going to learn about events. So, what does it mean when I ask you to put events in your story? So, yesterday and this week we've been talking about character, setting, and events. Today we're going to talk about events. So, when I ask you to put events in the story, I want to know what happened. So, what specifically happened in the story? What were the events? And I want you to tell me these events in first, next, and last order. So guys, I have another writing sample from one of our first grade scholars from last week, and let's take a look at how they told us about the events that took place in their story. Okay, so this scholar wrote, a time I was confused was when solving story problems. Was when solving story problems. Okay, so next they wrote, I asked my mom, so guys, we want to make sure that we're writing the word ask, so pay attention to spelling, so it's A-S-K. I ask my mom to help me, let's see, solve the problem. So the word solve is spelled S-O-L-V-E. So we want to pay attention to spelling there, solve the problem. So that was the first time, that's the first thing that happened in the story. So they were confused. They asked their mom to help them solve the problem. Let's see what happens next. What's the next event? My mom, go out, notebook, paper. So guys, we want to spell the word got. My mom got out notebook, paper, and pencil. So that was the second thing that happened. That's what happened next, to show me how to work out the problem. So let's see what happens last. She showed me different steps to solve the story problem. So guys, we want to make sure that the word solve is spelled S-O-L-V-E. The story problem. So problem is spelled P-R-O-B-L-E-M. I was excited when I finally got it. So yeah, awesome job. So guys, did anybody pick up on the events that took place in that story? This scholar did a really good job at writing them in first, next, and last order. So the first event was they were confused when they were trying to solve the story problem. They asked their mom for help. That was the first event that happened. She took out a piece of paper and a pencil and showed them different ways to solve the problem. So that was the next and last thing to happen. So they were really excited when they finally got it. That was the last thing that happened also. So they were really excited when they finally got the problem. So awesome job writing your events that took place in first, next, and last order. So now, guys, let's have a quick reminder about what my expectations are for your writing response. So here's a quick reminder about what my writing response expectations are. So kindergarten, you're going to write a 4-sentence response about the prompt that I give you. And I want to know the characters in your story, who was there. I want to know the setting, where it took place, where and when it took place. And I want to know the events that took place in first, next, and last order. So as always, scholars, we're paying attention to punctuation, making sure that we use exclamation marks, periods, and question marks. We're paying attention to capitalization, making sure that the first letter in the first letter in the sentence is correctly capitalized, making sure that the word I is capitalized, and making sure that people's names are always capitalized. And then we are also making sure that we have spacing in between words, 1 finger of space in between words. And lastly, we're making sure that everything is spelled correctly. Now, first grade, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you. So you're going to be writing a 5-sentence paragraph about the prompt that I give you, given the same criteria. Okay, guys, so now we remember what is expected of our writing responses. So now we are going to get a chance to practice writing our responses to the prompt that I give you here. So the prompt that I'm going to give you is, write about a time when someone did something nice for you. How did this make you feel? So write about a time when someone did something nice for you. How did this make you feel? So guys, write it in first, next, and last order. making sure that we pay attention to the events that took place in the story. Alrighty guys, so I'm excited to see what your writing responses look like. And guys, today is Friday, so we don't have a writing lesson tomorrow. So I will see you next week. Guys, have an amazing weekend. Make sure that you're finishing your Lexia and Zern and getting these writing responses finished and submitted to me. And guys, I will see you next week. Bye guys.